Yay, we did it. Hey, everybody, it's Margaret and Mike, who is...
Hi, how's it going, guys? Treasure Gnome here.
And Joe is coming. We've been having so much trouble getting everybody, not just, computer issues and then hangout issues. But we are here to talk about merch, and Joe is going to pop in soon, very soon. But we just said, let's go with it while we can.
Yep.
All right, so we wanted to talk a bit about merch. Joe and I hung out last week and did some Q&A. We didn't get through all of our questions, but then I've been watching a lot of your videos, Mike, and so I wanted to come on and talk to you a bit about how you're handling merch. Yeah,
it's been going good. I've been selling on merch since about, I think I got accepted in February and didn't really start picking up any steam until March. I think I had my first sale in March, and how it happened was I didn't even realize it happened, I think, until probably it hit my bank account in April, and I was like, where is this $5 from? And then I went back. I think I had 10 designs up at that point, and then I was like, all right, well, this sold. I did nothing. Let's fill up those 25 slots. And from there, it was just uphill. I just started putting more work into it because I kind of saw the potential.
Absolutely. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's up?
You made it. Yay. Okay, so Joe, tell us.
Golly, so many.
What?
So many difficulties today.
I know. So, Joe, say who you are and your channel and all of that stuff before we get started.
My name is Joe Clay, and I recently just started a new channel called Merch University. And so just putting these videos on there and putting some of my own videos on there. I also run a group called Green Room Merch Group. So it's kind of like a little private group for all the Green Room members. And so that's just a reselling community that I pay for. But that's what I do. Yay,
awesome. So I guess before we jump in, so let's talk about how our weeks have been going so far, or the month, I guess the month, because it's pretty early on in the month. How's y'all's month going so far? You want to go first, Joe?
Yeah, let's see. This month so far, I've probably sold about 30 shirts already. So I'm at the highest I've ever been since on merch. And the money that I'm already going to get paid out is the most I've ever made so far. So, and it's only the 10th. So nice. It's looking like a great month for me. So I'm excited. I'm actually, nice. I probably have like 130 sales or 40 sales. I'm waiting to tier up to the next 500. So I'm waiting for them to do that. I hope they do that soon.
Right. Oh, I was just about to ask you, are you at the 100 level or are you up at 500?
Yeah, I'm still at the 100 level.
Well, I know I was listening to Glenn and Young's podcast, Merch Minds, and Glenn was saying he thinks that they just do it like a certain time of the month, like they just wait and then now everybody who's ready can bump up. So I never paid attention. So
yeah.
How about you, Mike? Oh, sorry, go on, Joe.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask Mike how his month is going.
Yeah, my month's going good. I'm doing about 160 to 180 sales per week right now, which is pretty awesome. Which my average sell price is around $16.99, I would say. $16.99 to $17.99, and the royalties for the week are about they average around $900. So I'm up to the $900, $1,000 a week point, which is pretty. I'm so excited about. I still don't believe it. If you guys have seen any of my YouTube videos, I always say like I don't believe. I just can't believe it's happening still, and I'm just putting the work in.
I mean, and then I was talking about that yesterday when I see your numbers and like Glenn's Hustler Hacks, his numbers. I don't get I get motivated. Like, if you guys can do it, sure, why can't I do it? Right? It's amazing.
Yeah.
So mine right now, I just pulled up my spreadsheet. So far for the month, I've sold 23 shirts. So, I mean, for me, that's pretty good. It's slowly, growing. And my last month was about $600, which, is pretty good, I think. So,
yeah, that's really good.
That's really good. Yeah.
I'm like, we get that car paid off.
Hmm.
So I'm going to say hi in the chat, and then we'll jump into our questions, because we've got some people in the chat. And if you guys come up with questions that you want us to ask Mike or for Joe or myself, let us know. So hello, Henry and Stone Mason. And it's scrolling really slowly. And there's Treasure Gnome. And there's Tanya. Hi. And I saw some more people. Why is it scrolling so slowly? One Week Lady, Kathleen, Jeff Davidson, Global Gibby, HB Picker, Oz Worldwide, and Fun Stuff 24. Okay.
What's up, guys? I know some of the names in there. Hope everybody's having a good day.
So I've been enjoying watching your hangouts. I watched part of one yesterday, and I've gone back and watched some of them. And so what Mike does on your channel's the Treasure Gnome. So if you're not following him, go follow him. And he'll do these live hangouts where he's on Illustrator, right?
Yep, on Illustrator.
And just creating shirts on the fly, and we're in the chat like saying, "Hey, throw some antlers on that," you know?
Yeah.
It's like a merch party.
Yeah.
Got some techno music going in the background. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But I'm really enjoying it because it's giving me ideas about like, oh yeah, I didn't think about pulling. I don't know. Anyway, so
yeah.
So if you haven't watched those, go watch them.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's fun for me to do. It's something I just started doing, but I'm having fun doing it, so I'll continue to do it, I guess.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to share about it before we jump on something else?
No. Are the designs that you're doing by looking at Pinterest, are you using those designs from the show, or are you just making them for examples?
Yeah, I'm using all the designs I make. So I mean, someone might get inspired by my work and use the same niche, but like I said, I have so many I think I'm at the 4,000 tier now, so I mean, it's not going to hurt me putting the design up. If it doesn't sell, Amazon's going to remove it anyway, but I'm not wasting my work, you know. And I have been the last 2 shows, I give a design away. I think you were in there when I did that, Joe.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think because I didn't stay for that part, but I thought I saw in the description that you were, going to give one of the designs away, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, like I was asking questions. I let the group pick a niche. We designed a shirt around the niche, and then we gave the shirt away. It was pretty cool. I think that's, and then the 2 people that received the shirts were super excited about it. So that's good,
Yeah.
Yeah, that is good.
Especially for newbies, if you're struggling to come up with designs, or you're wondering about getting, go watch Treasure Gnome and try to get a free design. So on the show. I'm thinking I'm gonna start watching more.
Do you worry about if those are trademarked or anything like that, or?
Yeah, some of the stuff like we did the other day, the Rudolph shirt, and someone mentioned that. I didn't even think about it because, actually, excuse me for not knowing this, but I don't even know if, would that be copyrighted under a movie or a book? One of the 2, right? I'm not sure. But actually, I'm not sure. Was that a poem? What was Rudolph?
No, because he was not in, or was he in the night? The Night Before Christmas and All Through the House. I'm not sure that Rudolph was in that one. Yeah,
so I'm not sure if he was trademarked or not, but.
Plus, that poem is so old. Visit from St. Nicholas. That's what it's called.
Okay.
We need to know this. Okay, so here's the beginning of the questions. Let us know how you got started on merch.
I think I saw a webinar somewhere. It was on YouTube. I randomly saw a webinar. I think it recommended it to me with 200 views on it. I don't even recall who it was, but it was literally a webinar of 2 people talking about it, and I just went to the website and signed up because I do that with a lot of things, and got the email. Actually, then I heard Chris Green talking about it when he started talking about it in the very beginning, and I went back and say, I signed up for this. This is probably a month later, and I was able to log in, so I was accepted and just put some designs up, and then I forgot about it. Like I said in the beginning, and I got the first check, and then I said, I'll fill up the 25 slots, that's my advice to anyone getting started now, is fill up all the spaces you can. And then I let that sit there, and I think the second month, I'll pull it up quick on my analyze.
Okay.
So my first payment was $525 in March, and then the second payment was $207.
Wow.
So once I got that, and so I was selling that, I got tiered up to 100 within that first month because I had one shirt that took off because it was early on and it happened like that, I guess. And then I just went all in and said, you know, I might as well see what happens if I fill up these 100 designs, and it just kept snowballing kind of. So
yeah.
yeah, and then now I have 900. I think today I had 978 designs up. So
Awesome.
I'm trying to do at least 10 a day now.
Yeah.
How many sales do you have altogether since you started?
I won't let you look at that if I were to break it down.
I don't know. I'm just wondering how many sales do you have to get to
4,000.
have 4,000 designs?
Do you have to have sold
get that, like,
shirts just like the other?
I'm not sure. I can tell you how much I've done the last 3 months to be safe.
Oh, okay.
With the merch. But definitely a couple thousand.
Yeah.
So from the 25th of August to up to today, I've sold 2,114.
That's the
Oh
last
my
3
gosh.
months.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so a lot of shirts.
I get so
That's a
happy
lot.
for people when I hear that. I'm like, yay.
That's really good.
So did you have a design? I didn't have this question down here, but do you have a design background?
No, and if you guys, we were talking about the live streams that I do. I'm a beginner. I'm a noob. anyone can learn it if they watch enough videos and mess around with the program enough. I'm a firm believer in that, and most of my designs are text based, and I've also been within the last month or so have been putting in elements like using the paintbrush tool and using the line tool and stuff like that, and that's been working good. So
Well, when I saw you doing that yesterday, I was like, wow, he really knows his stuff. You know, I thought that you were probably you'd been doing this forever, you know?
no, I just playing around. Like I spend a lot of time on it now. Like every day, I sell on eBay also. You guys, some of you know that. But eBay is kind of on autopilot right now. I'm not listing on it because this has became more of a stronger source of income. So I'm spending my days doing this instead of eBay. So it's becoming like second nature to make a quick design, which is helping.
Are you like a full-time reseller?
Yep. I started full-time reselling in May 1st. And this just kind of happened along the way. I was putting part-time work in while I was selling full-time on eBay. But I still have 500 or so items up on eBay, and it's all clothing. So
yeah. And Joe, have you started using Illustrator yet or not yet?
Yeah. I'm using Illustrator right now. So I really like because I can manipulate like the words, make them like warp them, make them like curvy and stuff like that. So I really like that.
Yeah. I think that's going to happen for us next week. I think I talked to you guys in the chat, like Randy, my husband, knows Illustrator. So he and I are going to start doing a Illustrator 101 for merch, you know? So he's just going to sit down with me and we're going to record it. And I'm going to ask all my newbie crazy questions that I don't know what he's talking about. And just try to, because I figure there's a lot of people that are doing this that are like me, having zero idea, and the thought of Illustrator is just so daunting. So
how much do you pay for Illustrator, Mike?
I'm not sure. Some place between $14 and $19, I think. I pay for the cloud and the Illustrator monthly subscription.
Yeah, that's about right.
I think it's somewhere in that range. But I mean, as a business expense, because it gets to that, it easily has a potential to be a business expense. You know, it's worth it.
Sell a couple.
You sell a couple t-shirts and it's paid for. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sell 4 shirts and you're
Yeah. Oh, and you mentioned you price yours like $16.99 to $19.99 generally.
yeah.
For yours, would you say it's heavier towards $16.99 or heavier towards $19.99?
It really depends on the design, I think.
Yeah.
And also, I used to think it was just the design, but also the niche, because I think that has an effect too. Like some people aren't willing, like a funny text shirt, I wouldn't price as much as like someone like a niche, like we'll say a pet niche, where you're going after someone's emotion, like an emotional purchase. You can probably, you'll be able to I'm sorry. You'll be able to capture more revenue from an emotional purchase than you would someone just looking for a shirt to work out with or to show a personality, I feel like.
That's a good point. I mean, because lately I've just been going with the $19.99, but I may go back and look at some of that, because it might.
Yeah, I think I definitely think pricing to what the market is like. And you can see that when you look at a related niche, what shirts look at the BSR of the shirts in the niche you're trying to sell in, and try to stay in that area.
What's a BSR?
Oh, the bestseller rank. So the sales rank. I'm sorry.
Like, hang on.
Come on, Margaret.
I know. Okay, so
I actually changed all my prices to $14.99.
And it's been working.
Yeah, it's just like my numbers blew up. Look, like, I mean, I've sold the most I've sold so far. I made the most money I've made ever, and so it's working for me.
Now I'll give you a tip. So if they're finding you at a $14.99 price range, you can leave it there for a little while and then move it back up, and you're ranking for those keywords that it's selling at. So just because you got those initial sales, you can move the price up now, and it's going to rank for those keywords, because from the research I've done, the Amazon algorithm works by, you have to get that sale first, and then if they show you once for a keyword, so say you have a soccer shirt and your soccer shirt shows up on the first page randomly, say maybe they do it 1 in every 20 searches, and it sells, Amazon's algorithm is going to say, oh, when I showed this shirt for a soccer, it sold, so I'm going to show it maybe 5 times out of the next 20. And I think it kind of works that way. That's totally my hypothesis.
Yeah.
But once you see one sell once, it's going to sell. It sells more often.
Right. And that's what Amazon wants.
Yeah. Have you taken a $16.99 shirt and raised it to $19.99?
I've taken a $12.99. I only have 5 political shirts up. So I've taken a $12.99 shirt that I had up since probably August, that randomly sold one probably last month, and it sold like 5 in 1 week for $12.99. I'm like, okay, like obviously it got found in the plethora of anti Hillary or Trump shirts, whatever it was. So I marked it up to $18.99, and it's still I'm still selling. Today I sold 2 of them, so they're still selling after the election.
Wow.
At a higher price. So, and I've done that with a couple of shirts. So I mean, I don't know if that's exactly the way it works, but it seems to work that way. So
yeah, my brain is like tick, 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 tick,
I know there's so much to look at.
Go back and, well, I mean, you're right. I didn't think of it that way, because there's a shirt of mine that sells pretty regularly. And when I did the merch research, I was like, let me just see like what else is out there in that. And it's political, it's Donald Trump related, which, there's 10 bazillion shirts right now, Donald Trump related. And when I searched, and then, using that merch research site, and then I did, highest, best customer reviews or something like that, mine popped up first. So I was just like, does it know it's me, that's searching for it? And so they did it to like make me happy.
I don't think so.
So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to lower the price. I don't know. It sells, whatever.
Maybe that would be a good strategy to start at $14.99. They sell, and then just bump it to $18.99 or something.
Yeah, it'd be a good experiment,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Okay,
a
so
shirt right now. It's I have a shirt right now that's $15.99, and I've sold 55 of them, and so I'm like wondering if I should bump that up or not. I don't know yet.
that's amazing.
So,
That's really good.
yeah.
Okay, so Fun Stuff 24 asks, and this is for any of you, me too. Do you pay anything out of pocket for the creation of the shirts, or is only royalties when the shirt sells? Oh, I misread the question, but so do you want to explain how the royalties work? Joe, you want to do that one?
Yeah, the royalties work. Okay, so every time I sell a shirt for $14.99, I'm getting a $3.43 royalty.
Yeah.
And then it goes up from there. You know, you raise your shirt up to I think $19.99. I think you get $7.48, I believe.
Yeah.
So.
And you don't have to pay anything out of pocket.
It's kind of like, no, you don't have to pay anything out of pocket to make your shirt. You just come with the idea. If it's an original idea, I mean, you can make sure it's not trademarked or anything. You could want, you know, for 25 or whatever, your first tier, 100, and you don't have to pay anything out of pocket.
Yeah.
So just your time.
I did an intro video about like, here's what merch is, because I get so many questions like when I talk about it, what are you talking about merch? And I did this video just explaining what it was, and it's like, it's one of those things that sounds too good to be true, so you think it's probably not going to be true, but it really is true, you know?
Yep.
And what I like about it, that everybody who's on merch, anybody who's even successful, I mean, we all had to start with at the 25 tier, you know? So like, it's like an even playing field. I mean, unless you're a designer or anything, but still, I mean, shirts sell, so.
Yeah. Stone Mason asks, how hard to design and upload is, you know, how hard is it to design and upload? Y'all want to answer that?
Here, I designed a shirt this morning, and today, luckily, it only took 1 hour and it was uploaded. It went live in 1 hour.
Yeah. It's faster. It's been, sometimes they hang.
It could take up a 2 days, I mean, but.
Okay.
Yeah, today's been really good.
Yeah, today's really good.
Get on it. Okay, so you said that you got in around March, is that right, Mike?
Yeah, February, March, sometime around there.
And you answered that, like, how quickly did you move up? You moved up to 100 like a month later, right?
Yeah, first month or two, as soon as I saw that I was getting traction, I put in some advertising money on Pinterest, and because I really wanted to get more design. After I had the 25 filled, like I think when Glenn from Hustler Hacks was first starting to talk about it, and he was like, I have over 1,000 designs up, and like I knew it was a numbers game. You could, just like eBay is, everything is a numbers game. Like the more designs you have up, the better chance you have of having more sales. So all I did in the start was try to drive as much traffic to my listings as I could, so I could put more designs up. And I mean, that's the only way you can grow your business, because they put a ceiling at you until you sell 25 shirts, 100 shirts, 1,000 shirts.
Yeah. So, I mean, since you mentioned marketing, we'll jump ahead to that part of it. And Joe, for you too, like, so what kind of things are you doing, Mike, to market your merch shirts?
Pinterest is big, and I don't use Pinterest organically. I don't think that, like, it's much harder. The algorithm, the chances of your shirt getting seen organically are harder than it used to be. Any pins, but if once they introduced Pinterest ads, it became much easier to. You can reach probably 5,000 people for $1 to $2, which is pretty good if you think about it. You get to put your shirt design in front of that many people. Even if you get 100 clicks, you're driving traffic to Amazon, and I think they notice that, because even though you can't tell where the sales are coming from, if you're marketing a shirt there, you get sales. So it's not like, I'm not going to say I guarantee if you run an ad on Pinterest or Facebook or Instagram that you're going to get sales, but they notice. I think Amazon knows that you're bringing traffic to their site, because they're they're always cross promoting products if they're a previous customer. So yeah.
And we were talking before the show, I've run an ad, like a paid ad on Pinterest for a couple of my niches, and I noticed sales from them. I haven't done it over again because I was waiting to see, like, would the income catch up with what I paid out, you know, because I wanted to try to be smart about it, but I did notice. How about you, Joe?
I've tried Facebook ads, and I don't think I've had any luck. I mean, I've had a lot of clicks and stuff, but I don't think it's helped. But so right now I promote on Instagram, and I will promote on Twitter. So
yeah, and I started an Instagram account for my shirts as well, and I just hashtag the mother out of those things. I mean, so other than that, so okay.
Instagram is really good.
Is there a paid promotion on Instagram, or is it just like you post it and you just hashtag it?
It's just like running a Facebook ad. It's up for you target it for Instagram only.
Yeah.
Really?
That's how you do it.
So they do have a paid thing. And have you done that?
Yep. And you can track click-throughs on that, but not as you can't track conversions. So if you could track conversions, it would be a much better thing to use Instagram ads to capture conversion. Like, there's different ways to run the ads. It's hard to get into, but if you run it for like exposure, then that's a different way to do it, and that works for growing your Instagram page. And then you organically get clicks for whatever link you put in your description, and you can track that as long as you link it to a Facebook page.
Okay.
So that's where I've seen success in watching traffic, because you can watch what traffic you get, and I'm getting off of a small following, like 1,000 people. You can see 100. I'm getting 100 to 200 clicks on an Amazon affiliate link that I have, and then you can track the Amazon affiliate link follow-throughs, and you can see if you're getting sales on your shirts through Amazon affiliates.
Are you affiliate linking your shirt?
Yeah. So then you also get paid an affiliate margin, even if it's your shirts. So you also get an affiliate sale for that.
You're so smart.
And you can do that on Pinterest too.
This is like a whole nother topic. We may have to come back and just, because my mind is like on overload already. Like, I need just to slow it down and
I'm currently working on a course, I told you guys, that's going to be all about marketing, but that's going to be a big project, like 20, 30 videos. So I'll have that done eventually here.
Okay. Well, good. Maybe you'll come back and talk to me some more.
Let's go to the question. There's a bunch of questions. Can you answer one? Let's go check them out.
You want to grab one, or you want me to grab one?
There was one that says, can you use drug-related lingo or themes such as marijuana? I'm not for sure.
I think so. I have a few shirts up like that. I think.
Okay. You just can't use cuss words. I know that.
Yeah. Profanity is a no-no.
Yeah.
Profanity is a no-no.
And then Stone Mason asks, can you list your merch shirts on eBay?
There's somebody in one of our groups that does it, and they put their shirts on eBay, but they have another like distributor who distributes their shirts when they sell. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But that's not really directed towards Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my thing just jumped. Okay, so we already talked about marketing and promoting. Is there a way to see analytics where your sales are coming from? Kristen wants to know.
No.
Unless you're promoting offsite with Amazon affiliate, you can't track where your sales are coming from.
And then there's my buddy Nick Hills. Hey, Nick. Hey, guys. He says, we don't have merch in the UK. Can't wait to get it going. Have you been surprised with some of the things that have been popular? Is it very unpredictable what will sell?
Yeah, it is for me, I think.
How about you, Mike?
No. It took me a while to figure it out, but there's definitely ways to target down a niche. The ability to see what the trends are by looking at the bestseller rank and looking at how saturated niche is, and I know I'm giving overload information.
Good, it's good because I can go back and watch.
It's good info.
Yeah.
Yeah, and keyword research. There's keyword research tools, and you know they're very important to use because you might have a great, you know, I'm gonna make a schnauzer shirt, and then you look at how many schnauzer shirt searches Amazon or Google. I use Google. I don't even use Amazon because it's free. You can see maybe it only gets 3,000 searches a month. Then you have to say, all right, if Google gets 3,000, how many does Amazon get? Like we'll say a fourth. So, and then you go to Amazon and you see there's 1,000 Schnauzer shirts. That's probably not a good, you know, niche to target because it's oversaturated and there's not the possibility of getting a lot of sales out of a shirt that's there is not very high. So
when you do your Google search for keywords, are you doing like Google Trends and putting in?
Google Trends you could use. I use a tool called, let's see, it's free. It's called the heck is it called?
Sorry, put you on the spot.
Keywords Everywhere.
Keywords Everywhere.
It's it's just an extension. Keywords Everywhere, I think, yeah, you can search it in the Google Chrome extension. And then when you go to Google and type in any keyword, it shows you below the Google search bar in like a small Arial text block, 30,000 monthly search results.
Oh, okay.
So it gives you a good clip, or snapshot of how many searches Google records.
How like if you want to go to a niche and there's 1,000 searches, you want to go into it, but how low of it would it have to be for you to go into?
The amount of shirts?
Yeah, like 500 or less, or
so that goes back to, you know, the search traffic. If it's cat shorts, where they're getting like 200, you know, like if people are searching cat on Amazon 2 million times a month or something crazy like that, then, and even if there's 20,000 shirts up, that niche could still be really good. You just have to find a way to drive traffic and get your shirt noticed and have Amazon promote that listing for you. So it all depends how you want to, it's hard to say, Joe, because you can say, I want to do micro, where I started by saying it's a small niche with not a lot of competition, or I want to do macro and pick a humongous niche where I can get, you know, 10 to 20 sales a day, possibly. But I'm going to have to put work or money outside to drive traffic. So Amazon notices my shirt and pushes it further, you know?
Exactly.
I would say have a little bit of both, like smaller niches and then bigger ones.
Yeah, I really think you need to spend money now to get into a big niche. They're so oversaturated, and you're going to get buried in 10,000 designs. You're going to get buried in there. Like, what are the chances of, I mean, it's good. If you look at the ranks, it's shirts that have obviously been there for a while because I've seen them. I've looked at so many shirts. I don't do it anymore, but I've looked at so many shirts in the past that you notice the space cat with the helmet or something, or the cat on pizza flying through space. You know, that's been up there for months, and it rolls under, you know, 50 to 100,000 sales rank, which is, you know, you're selling 2 to 5 shirts a day at that level.
Out of your 900 shirts with this new 60-day rule going to kick in pretty soon, how many of those shirts do you think they're going to be gone?
I don't know. I'm not obviously I'm not worried about it.
Yeah,
because if it's not selling already. If it's not selling already, I don't know. I have no idea. Probably half of them. But I get a lot of individual sales every day that are different. So, and I have stuff that's selling from months ago. So, I mean, it's kind of sad because some of the designs are selling, but I think it's going to be better overall to not have such a saturated marketplace.
And if you're dying to, and you're like, I really think this shirt could do well, you know, try it again. I did go through and drop the price on some of those that hadn't sold in the first 60 days or whatever it is, just to see.
Yeah.
Nick asks, is it t-shirts or do Amazon, is it hoodies and etc. too?
Just shirts only right now.
Yeah, but we think they're going to be bringing in other stuff, maybe.
I hope so.
Yeah, if you look at Teespring or Redbubble, I mean, they have hoodies, coffee mugs, I mean, dresses, notebooks,
Yeah.
cell phone covers. I mean,
No
they could go
traveling
whatever they
Troy.
want, probably.
What does
I'm
he
not
say?
doing that traveling Troy.
What did he say?
I like the hustle mentality, but no, I take care of my people that order designs from me on Fiverr.
Are you
I haven't had anyone upset, so.
Let's see. I thought there was another one. And then as far as that, so I think somebody who was in Canada, he was on Hustler Hacks on the merch mines. So they don't ship outside the US right now, even the shirts. Is that right? They're just
That's
shipping
right.
in the US.
Just US.
They need to ship outside the US. Take
Yeah,
note,
hopefully.
Amazon.
That'll be awesome.
So,
Yeah.
yes, somebody was asking like, how do you apply for merch? Well, you go to the Merch by Amazon website and you sign up and you wait. I waited 4 months before I got in. So
Yeah. And Randy, my husband, has signed up and he still hasn't gotten in yet. So
how long has he been
it's
waiting?
been about 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully it'll kick in.
I mean, maybe after they've rolled out some of these new changes, with the pulling of the 60 days. And I think this has been moving faster than Amazon anticipated. And so I don't know. This is my brain thinking this though.
I think they're overloaded right now.
Yeah, it'll get there though, because I think they really see the potential here. So let's see. Fun Stuff says, does Amazon review each design for approval?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I'm saving some of these questions because just in case.
Now, are you familiar? Because I know that's that's a question that gets lost a lot on how they're reviewing it. But I'm pretty sure. Do you guys have a grasp? What do you think happens in that review process?
I think they, grab all your terms, your search terms, your title. They check the trademarks. I think they check the designs. I'm hoping they're checking designs to see if they're copycat designs. But I mean, I think they're going over it with fine-tooth comb more than they used to. That's for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't believe they look at the actual design unless a keyword triggers it.
Really?
From what do you think? I think there's mostly they're scanning keywords.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they have this algorithm that they drop it into, and if something pops up a red flag, then they.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's why we see copycats pixel for pixel, is because they're not using an image recognition yet. That's as far as I can tell.
Well, I listened. I was in Ecom Chicago, and Chris was talking about it there, and he was like, "It's pretty soon going to happen. I mean, you can use your phone to, what is it called? The little dots that grabs the image."
Yeah, yeah. Image.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
The image. I mean, they already have that capability, so now it's just a matter of using that.
Exactly. Yeah. What Traveling Troy just said. It's like a search. It's scanned by search, and then if it hits a review flag, then it gets flagged, and then it needs to go through human review.
Oh, and then they sit there and you just panic.
Yep.
Do you know how many times you get rejected before they say, okay, you're out?
No. I'm scared every time I do it because I've had a lot.
Right, me too. Have you heard my Super Bowl story? I had like 12 or 16 rejected in one go because I didn't realize that Super Bowl was
oh my gosh,
trademark. And it wasn't in my title. It was like perfect for your Super Bowl party in the description. And then they were like, I got like 16 emails or something, 12.
I've had that too. You bulk upload something and it's got a bad keyword in it. But I'm careful about that now. I never do more than 5 at once if it's questionable, because sometimes, and I don't recommend doing it, but like sometimes, you find a niche that is hot that you really want to get in and like ride that fine line.
Yeah.
I know Joe does, because he's got all those sports. He's probably has some pretty catchy sport designs up, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've got. I think actually when during the Olympics, I got like 5 or 6 rejected that said Olympics on it or something. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Hot chick.
I actually put some
Oh, go on.
World Series ones that got rejected. So I just said forget it.
Same deal, right? Because I didn't know World Series was trademarked either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does anyone have a walkthrough video on how to sign up to do merch by Amazon? I do. It's like my intro to merch video or something that I just like basically what is this and how do you do it and how do you get signed up and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely get signed up. If you're interested, just get signed up. It takes like 5 minutes.
Nick says, have you guys tried any freehand artwork images for t-shirts or do you stick to text? I have an answer, but I want to hear what you guys say.
Not.
I haven't tried.
I like blend. You get in my live shows, you can see where I'll freehand some graphics, like, but not a full design. I would like to do like you get the iPad Pro and what's the other Procreate and start creating like really cool calligraphy. Like I'd like to do that for fun. So maybe in the next couple months, if merch keeps going well, I'll have some content on that and some feedback.
And I have one shirt that I drew it on the paper, and I was, and my husband, because he knows Illustrator and all this stuff, he took it, we scanned it in, he vectorized it. Is that what it's called? Where he makes the lines all pretty and clean. And then he did that, and then I was able to go back and color it in and do all the stuff I wanted to do with it. So I've done that with one, and it is more time consuming, but you're for sure not copying anybody,
Has it sold?
It's sold too. I did.
Awesome.
Yeah, the one sold to my son because he wanted it, and then another one was organic. It sold organically. So
awesome.
Have any of your sons like made suggestions for you to put shirts up and they've sold or anything?
Yes. I have a shirt that maybe I won't tell you what it is, but anyway, there's a particular shirt of a particular food that my son likes, and he wanted the shirt to do with this particular food, and so I made it just because he wanted it. So I made it, bought it for him, and then it sold. It sold a number of copies. So
awesome, yeah.
You know what? I was wondering about that kids niche, because you can buy. How small of a shirt can you buy for a kid?
He's 6, so I mean, yeah.
So
I mean, you could have a whole niche. I'm sure people are already jumping on that. Like shirts just for the kids. So
yeah, that would actually probably be a great idea. I don't think I've really made any shirts for kids. So.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. Nick asked
something to try.
Yeah, yeah. There's so much out there. People spend money on their kids. Trust me.
Yep.
Nick says, you may have mentioned this before in the chat. What sort of numbers of shirts are you guys selling now, or is it still growing? Sorry, Nick, we've already answered that question. I'm kidding. I've sold like 20 something so far this month, and Joe is at
32.
32, and
32 this month so far.
Mike is like 300
and
500.
Mike's like 500.
5 billion and 20.
No, not that many. Like 200, 220.
220. I honestly, dude, I was mentioning this yesterday. I'm just it makes me so motivated when I see some of these numbers. Henry asked, how do you look for a pick? I mean a pick to use for a shirt.
Go to Mike's channel, watch his videos. You'll see how he does it.
Yeah. And then Jeff says he makes a lot of baby onesies, but I'm thinking that has to be on a different.
Yeah, baby onesies are awesome. You can't do it on merch, but they're awesome. They sell really good.
I'm hoping soon. That would be awesome if merch did roll out the baby onesies.
Yeah.
Will Kennedy asks, hey guys, would you suggest, we're pushing close to your time. Oh my goodness. Okay. Will says,
you're fine.
Okay. Would you suggest for those who are waiting for approval to get started with designs and start on other platforms?
Yeah, why
you
not?
could. Yeah.
Yeah. And I did, I went through and I checked in the the frequently asked questions on Amazon, and they're totally fine with it. It's like, yeah, you can put your designs up. I started, because Joe mentioned it, I started putting some of mine on Teespring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, I put a bunch of, I think I put like 20 shirts on Teespring, and like have one of them sells pretty good, so it was okay.
What about you, Mike? Do you have any other platforms you're putting yours on? I think we talked about this, did we?
Yeah, I'm on
Yeah.
Redbubble. Redbubble, Shopify. I have a Shopify store, and there's a couple. I get traffic from Envy, or not. What the heck is it?
Are you on TeePublic?
Not TeePublic, Store Envy.
Store Envy.
Which syncs with Printful. So it's kind of, that's a different marketplace. I don't think there's not many people using that I've heard of, but it drives traffic to my Instagram. And I would say if you're waiting to get accepted, though, rather than spend your time on that like you could, I would say build social media, build an Instagram account, build a Facebook page around a niche that you're passionate about, and then you'll have a head start, because free marketing, I mean, you can't beat free marketing. It's going to be very powerful, and it's not going anywhere. E-commerce and social media is here to stay, and I would really suggest, if you have time while you're waiting, to build social media.
Yeah.
I heard that some people started Facebook pages, like football ones or nurse ones, or any a certain type of niche, and they'll just put random things. They don't put shirts in there, but they'll just put stuff related to that niche to get the people there. And then later on, once they've had 5,000 followers, they'll start dropping their T-shirts in there, and then they have a audience for them right there, ready-made audience.
Yeah. Well, I know we didn't get to all of our questions, so maybe sometime you can come back if you're interested in coming back and hanging out again.
Sure.
Yeah. So tell everybody again where they can find you, so they can come find you.
www.treasuredome.com is the best place. And then all my social media and my content is on there. I share my income reports, strategies, stuff like that. And then I also, it'll link to my YouTube channel where I have video content. So
awesome. How about you, Joe?
I just started Merch University. It's on Merch by Amazon University on Facebook, and then Merch University on YouTube. Video on there too, and then I also put other videos I'll be making too on there on that YouTube channel. So
cool. And then you're already here, so you know how to find me. So
yeah, we know where you are.
All right, thanks so much, you guys. This was so much fun, and I every time we get together and talk about merch, we always have way more questions. I mean, I don't know, we just need more time. All right, so
yeah.
Thanks again, everybody, for coming over to watch. Make sure you hit the like button and let us know that we're doing a great job. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Have a good one.
All right, bye.